Hello, Katrin here with European Paper Crafts in the US. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. Today I'm sharing 2 new paper packs, 8 new die cut sheets and loads of card samples. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the Butterfly Touch, and I have 4 die cut sheets for you and also a pack of matching papers. So let's just take a quick look at the 4 sheets. So they are in the line called Butterfly Touch, and this is Janine's art. And these are by FindIt. So each sheet has 3 embellishments and then all the different layers. So here you can see embellishment number 1, number 2, and then at the bottom here is number 3. And then you have all the embellishments that you layer on top, and they are numbered, so this should be easy for you to recognize where to put them. And I'm going to show you my sample cards here in just a minute. Then here we go. We have the beautiful teacups, teapots, lots of butterflies of course, and then sweets. Just a beautiful spring and summer embellishments for your cards. So Butterfly Touch, again, everywhere the butterflies. And you will see that you have so many extra embellishments that you can use the butterflies to embellish your envelopes or your cards from the inside. Okay, so here is number 1, number 2, the little birdie on the branch, and number 3, the 2 hard rocks. How pretty is that? And then I also have those dishes here, a garden table, and a bowl of green apples. So those are the 4 sheets. Now really quick, there are matching papers. I took them out of the pack so that we can just quickly go through these. And I already have the other side up so you can see both sides. And you can see that the colors are the same, however a little bit muted. So beautiful for backgrounds for your cards. You can also make cards with these if you just add an extra layer of paper on those papers. Then you have, so these are not flimsy papers, but it's not cardstock to speak of either, so you would need to put an extra layer of paper on there to make them a little bit more sturdy. And I'm going to show you what I have done with these papers, because I made mini slimline cards too. So, and you can see the images repeat. Here's the bowl with the apples, beautiful butterflies. Okay, so Butterfly Touch, this is a 6x6 pack with 23 sheets, and there are double-sided. So I picked this die cut sheet for my sample cards. So let's see what we have. So we're going to start with this top folding card. I used a blush blue card blank. Inside it is yellow. And then I added some background paper, beautiful flowers. I added a little embellishment that I have run through my embossing folder. So you have the script on there. Just etched this with my stamping ink. And then here is the embellishment. We got the books, the cup, the butterflies. And then it says here, with love from me to you. And this came off a recollections pad, probably from a couple of years ago. So just see what you have as sentiments. But here's my first card. I think it turned out nice. These embellishments are just easy to layer. I have used very thin foam pads, but you can use thicker ones if you want it more prominent to pop up on your card. That's totally up to you. Then here my second card, that was a Mother's Day card. Of course, Mother's Day has already passed, but you can definitely use a different sentiment here. Got some sun yellow and white stripes from my stash, and then here is the embellishment, the packages, and the butterflies. And then what I have done is I stretched the butterflies. You can see this butterfly up here is actually a layer for this butterfly here, but I just added it up there on my sentiment, so nobody will know that this was supposed to have another layer. Just a strip of glitter paper, a little flower from my stash, and here is another top folding card. And then for the third embellishment from this sheet, I made this card here, and let's take a closer look, because here what I did is I used some of my scraps. So I'm always looking for new ways to use up scraps, and I was basically inspired by the embossing folder that I shared with you a few weeks ago. I have this new brick embossing folder, and I really like the look. And what I have done here is I tried to mimic the bricklaying with paper strips. So all I have done is I used this, well, actually the green is just a matting. I used a white piece of cardstock, and then I cut paper strips. Try to have them basically at the same width. Mine not exactly at the same width. You can see that this up top here is a little narrower than, for example, these down here. But then you layer them just like you would layer bricks. So, you know, it's a longer piece, a shorter piece, and then they overlap. And I didn't even check the colors so much. I used what I had. You can see I have solids, I have polka dots, I have some embellished paper with flowers. So I did glue them to my background and created myself basically a background piece for my card that I then matted on a green cardstock. This is a top folding card. Now when you feel like the top is getting too heavy and it doesn't stand upright like this one here, I probably will add another layer for the inside to also make this part a little more sturdy. But this is pretty heavy cardstock, so actually it's not too bad. You can see it does stand up, but you can definitely make it a little sturdier if you add another panel on the inside to have the balance. But isn't that nice? I think that turned out really nice. And all I did is, again, I used this embellishment, looked what colors it had, and then just found in my scraps papers that would match, or at least, you know, match a little bit. So there's a yellow and a red and an orange, and laid this brickwork here for my card. Okay, now we're going to move on with the bees. So I have the buzzing bees here, and this is also Janine's art. And here we have again the 3 embellishments, 1, 2, and then the third one is down here. All the layers, and all you have to do is push them out. They are die cut. We also have, so these are the buzzing bees. Then we have the humming bees, and again 3 embellishments, so colorful for spring. And there is a matching paper pack, and I already took out the papers, so let's take a look. Let's make this big so you can see them. Very, very pretty papers. This spring I have seen the most gorgeous papers. I tell you, there is a lot of beautiful artwork out there for our projects, cards, albums. So if you're a paper crafter, you know how we like our papers. And this year there is really, really beautiful papers out there. And of course, you can use these papers by themselves. You do not have to use them with the die cut sheets, but it is good to have matching paper if you do have the die cut sheets. Okay, so this is the humming bees, and now let's see what cards I made. So here I used one embellishment, and very simple this card. I used a green card blank and then a white paper for my background. This scalloped edge piece I die cut with my new die. And then we have this beautiful bee embellishment here. I laid one strip of gold paper here as an accent, and then Be Happy is a stamp that I have, and then all the little bit of glitter that I always put on my embellishments because I like the glitter. But this is my first card, and here comes my next card. And I again used the beautiful paper from the paper pack. Have a Beautiful Day is also a stamp, and here I used a die so that we have this stitched kind of look. Just a couple of strips, and I fishtailed them for a little bit of interest. What I did here is the embellishment itself. I also used my die. So that's an idea that you can use your dies even if you have round embellishments. You can use your die on it, and then offset it, embellished it a little bit more with a few pearls. Now, a couple of things I would like to share here right now. So I am using stickles. I do like stickles the best. I have tried and used all the products out there, and I use stickles the best. And these are my two favorite stickles. The icicles have the glitter in there is a little bit more coarse, so you have more, prominent glitter. And then the second one I like is called the diamond, and the diamond is also very glittery, just a little bit more small on the smaller side. So these are my two favorite stickles. I know stickles come in all different colors, but I like the see-through because they do go with all the colors that you put them on, and they will take on that color. So I have these now in my store. If you are interested, you can get them now in my shop. And then for the embellishment, I used some of these half pearls that I have gotten in the spring. And what I like is they're flat in the back, and then of course a pearl on top, and they're easy to adhere. You just put a little drop of glue and they're sitting on there and not going anywhere. So that's what I used here. And I am finishing today with these two die cut sheets, and these are from the beautiful garden line, and this is, let's see if it goes out. There we go. It is by Precious Marika, and here are the three embellishments. It's all about garden tools, garden containers. Here's the second one. this beautiful fence, and we have a gate here, and this chair all decorated with flowers and pots. There is a matching paper pack, the beautiful garden, and I did a flip through last week, so you can check it there. But these are just also gorgeous papers that go perfectly with these two sheets. And I made slimline cards with both sheets, so there are 6 slimline cards, and here they are. So with all my 6x3 slimline cards, I used the 6x6 paper. Okay, so you can see it right here. I fold it in half, so immediately you have a card that is also decorated in the back. This is the background paper that has that beautiful garden chair, and that's here I used with my fence embellishment with all the flowers. The only other thing on this one here is I used a strip of paper, a little bit of washi tape, so what you see the bling on here is the washi tape, and then I have a happy birthday to you, which I kind of made into a garden sign because it is a sticker from a journal sticker sheet, and I just made myself a little garden sign here from mirrored silver cardstock, and then here of course is this beautiful embellishment, and it's all layered up. And then I have with my die cut out a little embellishment here, and then when you open it up, there is my inside, so I can write a message, but also it is of course decorated. There's number 1. Here is this beautiful garden gate, all the flowers, and same thing, one strip to offset the paper, and let's check it. This is the 6x6 paper that I used for this card. A little bit of washi tape. I have so much washi tape, and why not use it? And this one has a little foil to it. And this butterfly is coming in. So this is a pack that's coming in hopefully soon. It takes time to get it from overseas these days, but as soon as I have it, I will let you know. Here is my next card, and what I have done here, first of all, let's take a look at the paper that I used. Here, this strip I ran through my paper crimper just to add a little bit more interest. Sanding Hawks is a stamp, and then here is that beautiful garden chair with all the different flowers. And again, I used a strip of, this is gold mirrored cardstock that I have die cut. I have a die that makes bows, and this is just the base piece for the bow, and I didn't use it, so I just used it on here. So use what you have on your craft table. So those are my first 3, and there are 3 more. Okay, and here they are. Here is my next one, and this comes with the garden tools now. Now this is the embossing folder I was talking about, this brick folder, and I basically just embossed a piece of white paper and then ran over with my brownish ink pad, and you see how that creates immediately a border, and it is embossed, but I like that look, so that's why I tried to make something similar with my paper scraps. Here is the 6x6 paper. All I have done here is just I stamped birthday cheer, used the same ink pad to just outline the edges, and then I just put a little drop of glue here, and then build that arch. And you can run this over your bone folder first so it has a little curve. But isn't that cute, this embellishment, this tree, and the all the garden tools. And then of course there's the inside that has the panel. Next, same thing. So these are very simple cards, but they were fun to make. So again, here is my 6x6 paper. Now this was a darker paper, and therefore I added a lighter panel, added this beautiful watering can. And by the way, this is the glitter glue that I used here is these stickles, the icicles. This has the little more coarse glitter, so it's more prominent, versus this one here that is a little less. So I don't know if you can see the difference. They're almost the same, just one has, the glitter is a little more coarse. And then here I added the same type of greeting, happy birthday wishes actually. And then the bling is new, and I have it right here so you can see it. It's like really glittery, beautiful bling, and this comes from Button Galore, and there are quite a few out there, and I have a few in my shop. So there are these water drops. Then we have like a mixed bag of sparklets in blue and in pink. But this is the newest one that I just showed you in here. So this is called the grapefruit pieces. They are non-adhesive, so you just put a drop of liquid glue and then you have them on there. So we got the, just to show you a few, this is the grapefruit. Here is the barefoot beach, and there are different pieces in here. And these small bags, they last you a long time. I have not used mine up yet. Then we have ice. So this is, I call it like the water drops, because that's what it looks like a morning dew. And then we have, let's see what this is, the snow crystals. So these are also available, and look how beautiful they look when you put them on a card. And there's just 5 pieces. And I think this just gives them just a beautiful glittery look. And yeah, they're on there for good. And then my last card, and here it is. There is the beautiful paper as my card blank. Again, a lighter panel. This is a grayish panel. Here I used the half pearls I just shared with you. And then thinking of you and the garden pots and this beautiful embellishment all layered up, and we have the panel inside. So here are my 6 slimline cards, and these will be up for grabs in my shop for a very discounted price if you are interested. So here are all the cards I made for today's video. I hope you liked the products I used. I hope you liked the cards that I created. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know which are your favorite cards, the mini slimline or the regular E2 cards. I would really appreciate if you comment and also share this video with your crafty friends and family. I would appreciate the support. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for spending time today with me. Please stay or get well, and happy crafting. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.